Date with a plate. And I am about to blow y'all minds. I got three, a possible fourth for y'all that play spades. I'm about to tell y'all some stories. I'm I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I don't know. I call it culture or people. I don't know what to call it, but I'm tired of people. Period. Okay. Uh, I was gonna talk about relationships and all of that. And you know what? I may segue. Y'all know how I get off topic. I have a topic and then I get off topic because I remember another topic and then I'm on topic. So either way, y'all, what are people doing? Now we didn't already discuss people's behavior. They got bad tempers and they unaliving people and just doing all kind of stuff, punching people in faces and not punching people, punching little kids in faces in parking lots, grocery store parking lots. People are just doing the most. I honestly think we just need to stop the world. God, Jesus, come on back. Bring Jesus back, shut it all down, and everybody just going about their business. And you go to your respective places and we just shut this whole thing down. Now I ain't God, but you know what? So come on, God. Come on, God. Cause something ain't right. Anyway, let me tell y'all what's going on. Y'all probably already heard it. There's a viral story that's going on or going around right now about some people walking out on bills. So that's what we're gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about because this date with a plate, and we still talking about food. It's all food related, y'all. It's all food related. I love me some food. I love talking about food. I love looking at food. It's just all food. That's why I'm thick. So anyway, we're gonna talk about three stories here. So I'm gonna wait to talk about the viral story because I'm a little disturbed at what happened to that young lady in the establishment, period. It should not have happened. Let's talk about the first one because the first one was a little old. I was just scrolling through after I heard about the viral one that's going viral right now. Some of y'all probably heard about it. And then my husband actually told me about a story and he was like, "Oh, is that the one where they left the phone?" So I don't know if this is the same, but I'll talk about it all together. So anyway, the first story I want to talk about, because it's going to segue into my other stories, is there was a probably Middle Eastern establishment. I don't know. The guy looked Middle Eastern. I don't know what he was, but he had a restaurant and there were some teens that came in and they had ordered $400 worth of food. And then they skipped out on the bill. Now they said this is in Dearborn. So Dearborn, it's a lot of Dearborns. It could have been in Michigan, it could have been in Ohio, it could have been anywhere. I don't know. But it was in Dearborn and these kids went in, they were, just bashing food. Now, I ain't gonna say that that ain't wrong. It's absolutely wrong for anybody who's on here watching. I don't condone it. But if they said some kids and some teens done that, I'd be like, you know what? Now I know they parents done taught them better, but kids be trying to do the most and they be acting a fool. So they probably did do that. If some kids did it, I'd be like, Cause what happens with kids is even though you teach them the right way to do and you teach them the things that they're supposed to be doing, them kids be doing some other stuff. Not all kids. Some kids do behaving and they be like, nah, my mom and dad will get on me. I'm so grateful for you, the ones that do that. But there are some ones that they're not with their parents and they're gonna act a fool. They just ain't gonna they gonna act like they ain't got no home training. So we get that. What I loved about this restaurant owner was they put the kids up on social media and not just like TikTok or whatever. They put the kids up on their Dearborn website or something. Like they have a community website, probably like on Facebook or something like that. They put the kids' pictures up and was like, hey, these kids skipped out on the bill, whatever. What I also really admire is that the parents immediately, like I'm probably sure the stuff started getting shared. People knew who these kids were. Dearborn probably wasn't that big. Somebody knows somebody and somebody knows somebody. So either way, they went ahead and they did that. And the parents called and was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they did that. We're going to pay. Like, the parents weren't the parents that's like, I don't care what my kids did. They wasn't trying to argue. They wasn't trying to fight. They wasn't trying to blow up the man's establishment or nothing like that. The parents understood that their kids had done wrong, and the parents went to go make it right. And that's what everybody should do. All parents, if your kids do something stupid, you should be the one that goes and makes it right. Well, when the parents got there, and I believe the kids went with them, and they were all trying to make it right, the restaurant owner was like, you know what? Since y'all came back, y'all trying to make it right, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and cut this bill into 50%. He took 50% off the bill and had them just pay half. So $200. Because he understood that their kids, they're going to do stuff. The consequence has come. They were getting punished and all that other stuff. But he also knew, too, that people do things, they make mistakes. And so he tried to make it right because they made it right. And with that, I hope he gets 20,000 customers that pay and tip well. Next story. Because I went off in a tangent after this viral story that I'm going to tell y'all about, the last story, there was a TikTok video, I think it was in either June or July, that went viral. There was a girl whose birthday it was, and apparently, if I got the story right, and I may not, she invited all of her friends out for her birthday. Now, y'all know y'all got them people who do that. It's their birthday. They want to celebrate. But the bill came up to $4,600. $4,600. Yes. She wanted all of her friends to take the bill and split it. Yes. For her birthday. Which is fine if that's what everybody agreed on. And everybody was like, we didn't agree on that. First of all, you asked us to come out. Now, it was her birthday, so I don't think her friends should have expected for her to pay for them. But a few of her friends should have got together like, yeah, we'll pay for ourselves. And guess what? All of us at the table are going to pay for your meal. Not everybody else's. I didn't get the conclusion on what had happened because the guy who posted it, only thing he posted was he only paid for his portion because everybody else was ordering expensive liquor, drinks, and all that other stuff. And he said he only ordered $24.68 worth of stuff. So he said he was only paying for his own stuff. And brother, I understand. Last story. So, lesson with that, if it's your birthday and you invite your friends out, get it established who's paying first. And then you know, if you telling everybody else to come out, pay for your own stuff then. Or just wait for somebody to pay for it. Like, I don't know. But get it established before a $4,600 bill come out. Last story. The viral story that's going on now. A group of black females got together, and I don't know how many of them was, and they all trash. They all got together, went to this restaurant establishment, ordered, I think she said $200 worth of food, and left. The manager had kept telling the waitress to make sure you be on them because they already felt some grimy, slimy stuff was going on. She said that she did, for her, the best of her ability, she made sure that she checked up on these girls often. Okay? They skipped out on the bill. The manager had the nerve to say, well, you know what? Since that was your table, you going to have to pay half their bill. Wants $100 of her earnings because these chickos decided to get up and not pay the bill. How dirty and disgusting can you be? And I bet you they somewhere being fat and nasty, laughing about it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. If this is the way culture is going to go, y'all going to be so mad and thinking it's not fair. First of all, people already get profiled. They see a group of black women coming in, they already pissed and they don't want to serve us. Please don't put that on me because that ain't me. And it's sad that we all have to suffer because people are stupid and dirty and just disgusting people. But the sad part about it is y'all going to be mad when some of these restaurants say you got to pay first before we even bring your food out. And the sad part about that is some pros and cons. The company will be able to get their food and make sure that people won't be skipping out on the bill. But another part of that is then some of these companies gonna get over. Cause I didn't have some food that was nasty. Now I'm gonna still pay for it. Not I may say something or I may not say something. But some of these companies after a while are gonna say, no, you have to pay for your food before I bring it out, or you don't get to eat. And then y'all gonna be talking about, oh, they racist, they people need to stop acting a fool. And if y'all know who them people is, turn them in. Turn them in. We need to start shaming people and turning people in so that they can stop doing this mess. Cause it's getting insane. If we as a community be like, you know what? Now I know her. Her name is Donna, that's Lucy, and that's Susie, and that's Judy. We start telling on people, they might stop doing this stupid stuff. Now I ain't saying take the law in your own hands and be beating up people at us. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying none of that. But I said tell on them. You can write an anonymous letter. You can call in. You can do whatever. Because y'all know who these people are. They some of y'all cousins, best friends, sisters, aunties, and cousins and brothers. So, yeah. I wanted to get on here and tell y'all that. Because this is getting ridiculous. Y'all need to stop this. This is disgusting behavior. And it's only falling on the people who are trying to do right. Because we get profiled and different people get profiled because other people are doing disgusting things. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow for another live. It is Regina, the real Gina B. Date with a plate. Only eat it if it's good.